sounded as though it came from hundreds of meters away. She focused on thoughts of the lake, the breeze coming in both cold and hot at the same time, the shadow of a boy leaping from the water's edge, his back shiny and curved like a blade. The plane began to lift. As Lina's center of gravity changed, she was pressed flat against her chair. Outside, the ground slipped from view. They were gaining speed, and soon they would be far away. Far enough to cross time zones, the concept of which still made Lina's head spin. In China, a person's day might start with the sun a little higher or a little lower than that of his countrymen, but their lives were all marked by the same clock, no matter how far apart they lived. America had 6 time zones. Lina's father called it the land of dreams, and so it seemed. For what other country would aspire to occupy the past, present, and future all at the same time? Shanghai, 2010. 1. One day you'll walk into a suite and find doors closed to you. The second bedroom, the study, the many closets. "We had guests over," Tai will say. "We went ahead and tidied a little ourselves." But that won't explain the jade missing from the display case or her designer shoes gone from the entryway. In the master bedroom, someone will have done your job badly. A bureau cleared, its contents stuffed out of sight, the bed made so that the sheets still hang loose from the mattress. Tai will stay in the next room with a baby. She will not come out until after you've gone, but for once, she'll be listening to you, listening for the sound of your feet. With fewer rooms to clean, you'll finish up quick and wheel the cart back through the service entrance to the laundry hall. That's when you'll take out your phone and text your loved ones the news. You're about to be accused. When Sunny had heard the speech from Rose on her first day of work 5 years ago, she hadn't thought much of it. She'd assumed it was just an old housekeeper's attempt to scare her new partner, a way of saying, "I know what's what and you know nothing." Sunny was expert at knowing nothing. Where she'd come from, she'd spent more than a year as a professional odd-jobber, a forever apprentice hired out by her parents for gigs around her hometown. She'd fix motors with a handyman and skin vegetables for restaurant stews. She'd washed laundry and delivered cargo, rubber tires and concrete slabs and dead chickens in need of plucking, on a bicycle. A load sometimes a few £100 more than her own weight. In every job, she had been trained by someone like Rose, a person too old to learn new skills and who craved recognition for the ones she already had. This kind of trainer expected Sunny to learn quickly and yet resented her for doing so. Sunny was tired of being a novice. She was determined to be great at something, and cleaning homes was as good as anything else. Nah, it would be different here. Full-time job, no end date. Rose had led Sunny down the hall to the changing room, listing the shortcomings of the hotel and serviced apartments. The guests and residents were wealthy and therefore very particular. Management was unfriendly at best. They hired English speakers for the front desk, and those employees looked down on the rest of the staff. Worst of all, though, were the accusations of theft. They were easy to make and difficult to defend against. Any one of the maids could be replaced faster than you could fry up an egg for a Meiguo breakfast. There wasn't any shortage of migrant labor. "Where is your hometown?" Rose asked, opening a locker and retrieving her uniform from its shelf. "Hefei," Sunny replied. The outskirts, she didn't say. Rose looked Sunny up and down, her expression making it clear that she understood exactly where she was from. The distinction wasn't necessary. "Another one from Anhui province. You will find many friends in this city." As she spoke, Rose pulled on a khaki-colored tunic, black cotton trousers, and standard-issue cloth shoes. She was in her 40s, but looked older. Her hair was shot through with silver, and the skin on her face was pocked as an orange rind. With practiced twists of her wrists, she rolled up the sleeves of her tunic.